Oh, oof, oof. Yeah, I'm down. Hey guys, I am Dallas, the Mad Hatter Smurf, and thank you for clicking on my video. This is kind of like one of my medical update type videos you've seen in the title. But, what I recently got out of the hospital for, I believe it's called a lacumpectomy. Essentially, my vertebrae had herniated to a point where it was putting pressure on the nerve column going down my arm. How did I know this? Because I thought I tore my rotator cuff. My whole arm was hurting so much that I had to lay down to stop it from hurting. And that is a serious problem for me because I'm extremely active. Even now, it's very hard for me to hold still and not move around. They tell me I'm allowed to move. Oh, they I'm referring to is Butterworth Hospital. They were amazing. I had a Dr. MD Boyce. I'm going to link all his information down below. Him and his team and everyone at Butterworth gave me the best care I could have possibly expect. I went into it very scared and nervous on what was going to happen afterwards. And they really took care of me and understood what I was going through and took the time to talk to me and try to understand what I was trying to communicate. And just not doing the automated responses and going through the motions made me feel so much more relaxed. That being said, I am out of the hospital now. I am not allowed to pick up anything over 8 pounds. They say, anything over 8 pounds, and a gallon of milk is 5 pounds, and that's pushing it. Essentially, anything that is far out from my body, I'm not supposed to lift, bend, or twist. How I'm trying to do that is I think of myself like the Terminator. I do have, one moment. So instead of reaching, I keep my shoulders squared no matter what I do. I do have this collar that is just for comfort though. It's not for stability. So I think of it more like a security blanket. It's just like when they take the IVs down, when I get exhausted or I'm trying to move around more than I probably should. It's a gentle reminder that I might be moving the way I'm not supposed to. I got this nice line on my neck that you can probably see. If you're curious, I will link the surgery that was performed down below. It is graphic. So if you're under 18 or have a weak stomach, please just don't click on that. It is very graphic and there's blood. To give a quick description on what happened without grossing anyone out, essentially they cut in front, moved my esophagus out of the way, put 2 bolts in 2 vertebrae, lifting them up and then separating out that cartilage, the damaged space in between. And then they put a little, instead of just a fusion, I got a little swivel part that can actually bend. And after finding which part fits for that size, they got the appropriate same sized part that was going to go in, tapped that into place with a hammer, and then sewed me all back up. Yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. And then I woke up in the hospital and stayed there for 24 hours, which I'm not one to stay still very long. I'm eager to go and play Ingress again. I've already walked down the street, but I've been trying to take it slow and give my body and bones enough time to knit to the material that has been inserted in, I assume. And that's why I don't want to twist and bend and lift too much, because my head is this 10-pound head, and I assume if I lean over, I'm putting more and more of that 10 pounds on a fulcrum on that part that's very new, that's trying to heal in there. My pain levels is probably first question I get asked is, how am I feeling? First off, I'm in a lot less pain than I was before the surgery, even though I look like I'm in worse shape right now. I am on some medications to help with the pain, but really they're not as much as you would think. And honestly, I'm not a big pain med person. I don't like pain meds. I want to be active and functional. So that I don't like talking about medication too much. So let's move on from there. The pain. From a zero pain, I'm nothing at all, I'm great, let's go play outside, to the worst pain imaginable. Like, I don't even know what would be the worst pain imaginable. They say fire and burning is like the worst pain. I would say I'm about a 6 or a 7, like a little bit, like I'm sore. I'm really, really sore in like the shoulders. And I believe that's because my muscles have been tense for so long, trying to keep my head on my neck, that they're finally relaxing, and that's what I'm feeling there. So I feel some burning in my shoulders. There is a little tension in my neck. Probably the most painful thing I'm going through right now, though, is just the irritation of the incision. The local anesthetic is spreading off. It is working up my face, and just like if you've ever had any dental work done, the Novocaine and the local anesthetic they give you, it doesn't just wear off. It more of like spreads out, dilutes into a point where you don't feel it anymore. That's what I'm feeling. I believe is in my lip and stuff, is that local anesthetic they used around the incision bleeding away. So I have a guess that I'm going to be in more and more soreness as time goes on. The final last thing is, I feel like I got a lump in my throat. Every time I swallow, every time I talk, or even I open my throat, like I'm gonna take a big guess, it feels like my Adam's apple is hitting that swollen bit. So eating has been really difficult, and I've been just trying to keep down soft things and do small meals throughout the day. Generally when I'm taking my medication. They say I should be up like 2 to 3 times a day. I try to be up as much as I can to a point after I've known my meds have kicked in and they're starting to settle down. Because I want to be active. I want my new bits in me to settle and acclimate the way they're supposed to, so I can get back into doing more activities that I really do enjoy, like ingress and skateboarding. But yeah, thanks for clicking on this video, guys. I hope you come back. If you have any questions about the surgery I went through, or any of the people that took care of me, all the links are going to be down below. I'll be happy to go over it again. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Final point is thank you for everyone at that hospital, because I was really, truly terrified, and that I was going to be in pain for the rest of my life. And I just I'm really excited now. So thanks. And I wish you guys many blessings. Comment down below. You can message me if you want to keep it private. Hit the notification bell. I'm really new, so these are going to be really random. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!